A simple homemade recipe that requires only 2 ingredients can eliminate a headache as well as other sinus issues naturally without resorting to medications that have harmful side effects. These are also ineffective treating the actual problem. A sinus infection is an inflammation of the paranasal sinus cavities that affects the membranes that cover the nasal bones. It occurs after someone doesn't fully recover from a cold and is brought about by a fungus or virus affecting the inflamed area. There are 2 types of sinus infections, acute and chronic. The last one normally occurs after an acute sinus infection that wasn't treated correctly, causing the problem to turn chronic. People that suffer from sinus infections face periodic relapses, especially in the winter and when climatic changes happen. Have you ever noticed that normally people who deal with sinus infections suffer more in tropical climates? The good news is that these infections can be treated with a very special recipe that we'd like to teach you now. It's made with turnips or horseradish, and it's highly effective, bringing about surprising results, even for those who don't really believe in natural remedies. Horseradish is a powerful nasal decongestant. Turnips are also a good substitute. They are rich in sulfur, with natural antibiotic properties to fight infections. At the same time, they work as an antibacterial expectorant, opening up the breathing passages, heating up the body and stimulating the immune system. The recipe is very simple. Grate a fresh medium-sized turnip or horseradish. Put it in a jar with a lid and pour a little vinegar over it. Cover it completely. Close the lid, sealing the jar tightly, and keep it on the shelf at room temperature for 10 days. After 10 days, the remedy will be ready for use. So, how should you use it? It's pretty simple too. You simply open the lid to the jar and inhale the aroma for 5 minutes. Do this several times a day. You can also pour a little bit of the mixture on a washcloth, and at bedtime, place the washcloth on your forehead to alleviate a headache. This mixture should last for 10 days, which should also be sufficient to treat a sinus infection or alleviate a headache that this type of infection causes. You could also inhale the vapor of the turnip. To do this, boil 2 liters of water with 100 grams of turnip and breathe in the vapor deeply while keeping your head covered with a towel.